The information in this video comes from thorough research. Before you watch the video, what do you think about Mansur al-Hallaj? Share your thoughts in the comments. What dwells in the lover's heart cannot be spoken by the tongue, unless the soul is sacrificed in the path. Mansur al-Hallaj. Mansur al-Hallaj, a man who lived in the fire of truth. Mansur al-Hallaj, an unparalleled figure in Islamic mysticism and a man whose name is intertwined with divine love, courage in speaking the truth, and bravery in facing death, remains one of the most influential and controversial personalities in the history of Sufism. His life, beliefs, and death not only present a profound image of spirituality, but also open a window to the social, political, and religious challenges of his time. This text aims to provide a comprehensive look at the life, thoughts, and influence of Mansur al-Hallaj. Biography of Mansur al-Hallaj, the beginning of an eventful journey. Mansur al-Hallaj, born as Hussein ibn Mansur al-Hallaj in 858 CE, 244 AH, in the village of Tur in the Beza district of Iran, came from a humble and modest family. His father was a cotton carter, which inspired the title Hallaj, cotton carter. His childhood was spent in simplicity, but his innate talent and inquisitive spirit became evident from an early age. From childhood, Hallaj sought to comprehend profound spiritual concepts. He pursued religious and mystical studies and later traveled to the city of Wazit to further his education. There, he encountered great scholars who played a crucial role in shaping his ideas. Subsequently, his journey to Baghdad and meetings with renowned mystics like Sahl al-Tustari and Junaid al-Baghdadi further solidified his path in mysticism. Life journey and mystical travels of Hallaj. Mansur al-Hallaj, as a restless and inquisitive soul, undertook numerous journeys to various parts of the world. He visited Mecca, India, Turkestan, and many major Islamic cities. These travels not only provided him with opportunities to learn, but also allowed him to spread his teachings. His journey to India profoundly influenced his mystical worldview. There, he encountered various religions and philosophies emphasizing the concept of oneness of being, which became a cornerstone of his later teachings. Hallaj's ideology and spirituality. Hallaj sought a direct and unmediated experience of the divine truth. He believed that through self-purification and love for God, one could achieve the state of oneness with the divine. For him, divine love was the pinnacle of spirituality. These beliefs set him apart from other mystics of his time. One of the most significant aspects of Hallaj's mysticism was his courage in expressing the truth. He believed that the truth must be spoken, even if it cost him his life. This conviction placed him in direct opposition to the authorities of his era. Mansur al-Hallaj's mystical beliefs about the reality of existence. Mansur al-Hallaj's mysticism and beliefs about the reality of existence were rooted in the concept of Wadat al-Wujud, unity of being. This idea, central to Islamic mysticism, posits that there is an absolute unity between the creator and creation. According to Hallaj, the universe was nothing but a manifestation of God, and all beings participated in the divine essence in some way. He believed that to comprehend the truth and reality of existence, one must go beyond appearances and delve into the inner divine reality. For him, the universe was a reflection or mirror of God, where God revealed himself in various forms. Core principles of Hallaj's beliefs about reality. Unity in multiplicity. Hallaj believed that the apparent multiplicity of the world was merely an illusion. In truth, everything was part of a singular existence, which was God. He said that all beings and phenomena were manifestations of one absolute reality. Annihilation in God, Fana fi Allah. One of Hallaj's most significant mystical concepts was Fana, self-annihilation. In God, he believed that one must empty themselves of the ego, nafs, to reach divine truth. In this state, the individual no longer exists independently and becomes entirely united with God, the truth of divine love. For Hallaj, love was not only a path to God, but the absolute reality itself. He believed that love was the divine power that united human beings with God. In his view, divine love was the key to understanding the reality of existence, as everything was united in this love. God's presence in everything. Hallaj believed in a form of divine immanence, asserting that God was not only the creator of the universe, but also present within everything. For him, there was no separation between the creator and the created, as everything had its roots in God's essence. Truth beyond appearances. Hallaj urged the people of his time to abandon superficiality and seek the deeper truth. He argued that the reality of the universe could only be understood through personal spiritual experience and inner vision, rather than through rigid and external religious teachings. The reality behind the phrase, al-Haq. The famous phrase, al-Haq, I am the truth, epitomized Hallaj's unified vision of the universe. He did not claim divinity with these words. Rather, he expressed that, through self-annihilation, his ego no longer existed, and only the divine truth remained within him. In Islamic mysticism, fana, annihilation, refers to the obliteration of self and unity with the divine essence. By proclaiming al-Haq, Hallaj meant that the divine truth had manifested through him, saying, "These words are not mine. They're the voice of truth speaking through me." Contrasts with his era's beliefs. Hallaj's mystical beliefs, which emphasized unity and divine love, starkly contrasted with the official doctrines of the religious scholars of his time. He spoke of breaking the boundaries between man and God, while many religious authorities of the time emphasized the separation between the creator and creation. This divergence in thought led to accusations of heresy and ultimately resulted in his execution. For Mansur al-Hallaj, the universe was a single, unified phenomenon that could only be understood through love and inner vision. He embraced a form of unity of existence where no distinction remained between creator and creation. This profound and timeless perspective has made Hallaj one of the most iconic figures in Islamic mysticism and a unique lover of truth. Al-Haq, a profound meaning and a new interpretation. The most famous phrase attributed to Hallaj is al-Haq, meaning I am the truth. On the surface, this phrase was interpreted as heretical, as some believe it implied a claim to divinity. However, in reality, Hallaj saw himself as annihilated in God. In Islamic mysticism, fana, annihilation, refers to the obliteration of the self and union with the divine essence. By saying al-Haq, Hallaj proclaimed that his ego had vanished, and what remained was the divine truth. He explained, "These words are not mine. They're the voice of the truth speaking through me." Confrontation with power and opposition. Through his teachings and travels, Hallaj quickly gained fame. However, this fame brought him trouble. His beliefs clashed with the dominant ideologies of the time, and many religious scholars viewed him as a threat to the religious and social order. He also criticized corruption and injustice in politics, which further alienated him from the ruling authorities. Eventually, his opponents accused him of heresy and misleading the people. Trial and martyrdom of Hallaj. In 922 CE, 309 AH, Hallaj was put on trial in Baghdad. His trial remains one of the most controversial and symbolic events in the history of Islamic mysticism. He was sentenced to death by crucifixion on charges of heresy. It is said that Hallaj met his end with a serene smile, embracing death as a lover of truth and divine love. Even during torture, he prayed and praised divine love. His famous words before his death were, "It is my body you are striking, but the truth that flows through me will never perish." Legends and stories about Hallaj. Hallaj's death inspired numerous legends and mystical stories. Some accounts claim that even at the moment of death, he smiled and was immersed in divine love. His story was later narrated by mystics such as Adar of Nishapur and Rumi, cementing his place as one of the legends of Islamic mysticism. Impact of Hallaj's execution on public thought. Hallaj's death had a profound impact on society at the time. He became a symbol of courage and resistance against oppression. Many viewed him as a saint who sacrificed his life for the sake of truth and divine love. The eternal legacy of Mansur al-Hallaj. Mansur al-Hallaj, through his life, thoughts, and death, demonstrated the boundless power of love and truth. His courage continues to inspire generations, and he remains one of the iconic figures of Islamic mysticism. Hallaj taught us that true love transcends the boundaries of body and time, and that to express the truth, one must be ready to make sacrifices. His legacy lives on today, reminding us that the light of love and truth can never be extinguished. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you have any experiences related to this topic, be sure to share them with us. Until the next episode, be mindful of the energies around you